guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to share what what it was like to give birth in the middle of COVID-19 pandemic. So I give birth on August 2020. But before we get into the hospital, I had a contraction around 4:30 in the morning in August 22nd. So all throughout the day, my contractions getting fast, it's getting constant, kind of thing. So I called the hospital around 11 a.m. I told them that I have this pain in my lower back. I think I'm having contractions. So the nurse, they advised us to call because there's COVID, so we can just go directly to the hospital whenever we get pain. They cannot assist. They cannot assist me. So I called. I said I have this pain, and she advises me to go to the bathtub and soak for like 20 minutes and lie down with your side and call me back if and then count the contraction, each contraction. So I did that. I did that by 2:30 by 2:30 p.m. The contraction is getting faster and faster, so it's getting constant. So it's like every 50 seconds. No, every, I don't know, every minute. No, it's not every minute. It's like every 5 minutes for it will last 40 seconds. So that was it. So she told me, okay, you can come to the hospital, but bring your stuff just in case we have to send you back home. So we did just that. My husband and I went to hospital. We got to the hospital. That's like around 3 years. So the hospital is like 45 minutes drive from here. So from home. So when we got there, it's about 4:10 because we left like 3:40 or something. So we got there like 4:15 p.m. and my contraction is like every 3 minutes, lasted 50 seconds. So the nurse then advises me that not to bring my husband right away because just in case they have to send me back home, so there's not a lot of contact in a hospital. So I got in the hospital with myself, bringing this pain in my lower back, and so they check on me, they measure me, how if I am open, my cervix open. So I think it's just like 10 minutes. They keep measuring me, and then they put machines in my belly to measure the baby's breathing, because I told them that I did not feel the baby's breathing or moving since 4:30 a.m. that morning. So they measure me, they check on my BP, they check machine in my belly. So they noticed that every time I had contraction, the baby was not breathing. So they told me, so the OB, the doctor then told me that hey, hey, um, we have I think it's better for you to call your husband because your baby stops breathing every time you have a contraction. So I don't think we're gonna be sending you home. So then by that, then I had to call my husband to come into the hospital and told him that which room I was in. So I had a contraction constantly by then. It was getting painful and painful. It lasted like 60 seconds. It will last six. No, it was still 50 seconds and every 3 minutes. And by six years, I was starting labor. 6:30 p.m. I started my labor. They provide us a big room, a really big room, um, and we have our own bathroom. We have all the supplies in one room. There's a foldable bed for my husband to sleep in, and our bathroom, it has a bathtub. And we got there, and then I was tested for COVID. They put a swab in my nose, and then we were wearing this mask. And then when we got to our room, they told us that we can take off our mask, but we're not allowed to get out of our room. So everything was provided by us, but we are not allowed to leave in our room during that period. I was in hospital for like 36 hours because my baby was too small. I mean, small, but he's healthy, but small for them. It's not, it almost did not pass with their standard, or the North American standard, you know. So we did just that. When I around around that 6, they asked me if I have a birth birthing plan. So I was in so much pain. I don't understand, you know. I don't understand what they're asking. What are you asking? Then they brought me a yoga ball. They advises me that if I wanted to be in the water, I can use the bathtub in the bathroom. So I told him, no, I just want to stay in the toilet. I just want to stay in the toilet. And because I always feel like I'm going to go number two, you know. So around I think around 7:30, I told them, I rang the bell. I said I am ready. They give me this paper to sign in, and they told me that if I wanted an epidural. So I have no time to think. I was in so much pain that my brain is stuck with the pain thinking. So I didn't even think about epidural taking. By that's by 7:30, I rang the bell and I told them I am ready to push, and they told me, don't push just yet because the doctor's not here, blah blah. And I was out of breath. So all through this thing, my husband and I were not wearing masks because we are in our own room, and we are not allowed to come out of the room. So if we need anything outside, they are going to bring us something. So I think there's like, in my stay there for 36 hours, I've seen like 8 different nurses, and 2 doctors, 2 pediatrician, who came in just before we came out, just before we were discharged. They all too. They have all masks, and then the reason why they check on my COVID test, even if I don't have any symptoms, is that I don't know, because it probably has something to do with me choosing to breastfeed my baby when he comes out. But they did not test my husband. It was just me alone. So I give I gave birth at 8:25 p.m. Um, so every 2 hours they have to check my baby because he was not in a healthy weight for them. So they do just that all night. Like, they come in a room every 2 hours. It was not too bad considering it was in the middle of pandemic. You know, we thought that we'll be wearing our mask all through that stay, but we're not. And my advice is pack everything in advance, I suppose, so that you don't have to worry about diapers and wipes for your baby if you are going to give birth in the middle of pandemic. Anyway, so yes, that's right. I only labored for 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think. That my doctor was so impressed. She told me that it was the fastest labor in her history in the hospital, you know. So I was so glad that I was done with that pace of my life, and my baby was healthy, and we are healthy. We come home healthy, and yeah, it was not too bad that I thought it would be, giving birth in Quebec, Canada, for in the middle of pandemic. So now my baby is 6 months old, and he's never been sick. Thank God for that, because he doesn't know how to talk to tell me if he's in pain just yet, right? So right now he's got two teeth coming out, and he's a little whiny, but he's growing fast. He's We still go see the doctor with for his checkup to make sure that he's growing right. And yeah, you're not allowed to go to hospital now with without like uh, serious concern, you know. So you have to call first. You have to call first and make them decide if you are ready to give birth. So that's my pandemic labor. That's my pandemic giving birth or labor story. So hope you enjoy. Have a have a good one. Until next time.